Many parents are eager to teach their littlest children how to read. But did you know that there are several foundational skills that your child needs to master even before ever picking up a book or learning their letters and sounds? Hi, I'm Alana, founder of Artful Teaching, Joyful Learning, and I help educators teach with confidence, ease, and a splash of creativity so that their kids fall in love with learning. Now today we're talking about the fundamental precursor to reading, and it has very little to do with letters, sounds, or phonics. In fact, research says that this is the single greatest predictor for future reading success. Can you guess what it is? Phonemic awareness. And today I'm sharing 5 prep-free, playful ways that you can use to build up this skill in your child so that they can become a fluent, proficient, skilled reader. Now, what exactly is phonemic awareness? At its very core, phonemic awareness is your child's ability to play with language, to play with the spoken word. Phonemic awareness is not phonics. Phonemic awareness is auditory and does not involve words or letters in print. Phonemic awareness is literally sound awareness. Now, before our kids learn to read, they need to become aware of how these sounds work, how they play together. Now, why is this important? Phonemic awareness is critical to spelling and reading success. Kids who have a hard time distinguishing and manipulating the sounds in spoken words have difficulty recognizing and learning the letter-sound relationships that are critical to reading and spelling success. Now, just what are the skills and how do we teach them? The first skill is so playful and fun, and it should be part of every early years repertoire, and that is rhyming. Be sure to read tons of rhyming books, Mother Goose nursery rhymes, and be very conscious to leave out the last rhyme for your child to fill in. You can offer your child rhyming riddles. I'm thinking of a word that rhymes with clock. This is something I put on my foot. It's a... Or simply say rhyming words together and have your child repeat them over and over. This is great practice. The next skill is called Onset Fluency. Being able to take that initial sound of a word and isolate it is a very important skill as well. So if I say the word jump, what's the first sound you hear in jump? J, j, j. If I say the word cat, what sound do you hear at the beginning? Notice we're not having our child say the letter name, just the sound it makes. The next skill is blending. Now, I love to use something very tactile to practice blending. Go ahead and cut yourself 2 pieces of construction paper or felt. What you're going to do here is to break up your word into onset and rhyme. Your child will then be required to blend those sounds together. For example, s, un. What word do we make when we hear the sounds s, un? You can use the felt to slowly move those sounds closer and closer together until your child's able to blend the entire word. This works really great with CVC words. And speaking of CVC words, another great skill to practice is segmentation. Now, segmentation is breaking up the word. We use a tool like this called an Elkonin boxes to have your child distinguish the different phonemes that they hear. Again, we're not using any letters here. Your child will use something tangible like a gem or a stone to practice segmenting and compartmentalizing each of the sounds they hear in that word. For example, duck, d, a, k, duck. Or shoe, sh, oo, shoe. Later on, this strategy can be used for something called orthographic mapping. That's a concept we'll get into another time. The last strategy has to do with sound substitution. Do you remember Raffi? Raffi sang a classic song called Willoughby Wallaby Woo, An Elephant Sat on You. You can use that same frame and song to substitute the beginning sounds and replace those beginning sounds of children's names or members in your family. It goes like this. Willoughby, Wallaby, Tal, an elephant sat on Sal. Willoughby, Wallaby, Tad, an elephant sat on Dad. Willoughby, Wallaby, Tia, an elephant sat on Mia. Willoughby, Wallaby, Tom, an elephant sat on Mom. A really fun, engaging way to play with sounds. Now go ahead and download that cheat sheet down below to help you with those 5 strategies to really exercise your child's phonemic awareness. That's that fundamental skill in order for your child to become a fluent, proficient reader. Now, if you enjoyed those simple tricks, I know you're going to love my live workshop coming up on November 3rd. It's called Teach Your Child to Read and Write the Playful, Simple Way. You'll have access to tons of printable goodies and a whole bunch of new teacher strategies to tuck inside your teacher tool belt. I hope you join me.